The next person that will be here, that will be presenting is Sergio Srour. I apologize, I mispronounced the last name. CEO of Buds. Sergio, the floor is all
Okay,
yours.
actually, I'm the one who's going to be presenting.
I am
David.
Okay. The pleasure to be here, but
no problem, Deborah.
Thank you very much.
So the whole thing is left for me. So can you let me share my screen? Oh, shit. Hold on a second. How do I do this? I'd like to share my screen.
There's a share screen function on the bottom. It's green, lit up with an arrow pointing up.
Hold on. Okay. Okay. Got it. Can you see it? I'm gonna start with the presentation, a small film, and then I'm gonna explain the platform.
You can't see it right now, Deborah. Your presentation is not being seen right now.
Okay, hold on. Who can share? Only host? All panelists? Okay. I don't know. I changed something there. Can you see it?
Hold on.
Can you see it?
Yes, it's up now. That's correct.
Okay.
You are a happy grower. You love your plants and to produce high quality products. Hi there. I want to introduce you a revolutionary idea. Ever thought you will never get a feedback from your customer? Was it good? Not good? Was it effective? Not effective? Ever thought that a great product should be worth more than the average one? How can you increase the value of your production by replicating great crops? Imagine how you could empirically identify the best plant for a certain condition or symptom. Relax. Here is Buds, the best tool for growers ever. Buds was especially designed for the small and medium cannabis grower. Before, growers needed huge charts to record their data, such as lighting, water, fertilizer mix, minerals added, temperature, and other information. Such charts often got damaged, lost, or destroyed, and you could no longer replicate exactly your exceptional plant. Now, all my information is kept in the Buds platform. Every plant is given a birth certificate through a QR code that allows you to follow it from seed to the final consumer and for generations of the plant to come. You also get feedback from the user in real time anywhere in the world. So you will know where to improve and which produce was exceptional. By entering the rating review at the time of consumption, the patient will help identify the best plant for his condition. He can also share the information with his doctor in real time to adjust dosage and intake. Multiple reviews of the same plant will empirically prove its efficacy for a specific purpose and will generate a rating, creating value for the grower and results for the user. Try Buds today. It is free. Available on Google Play and the Apple Store.
Okay. Whoops. Hold on a second. Okay. Can you see this screen now?
No,
Right.
No.
Can you see?
No.
Can you see my
We're
screen?
not sharing. No, we are not sharing.
Deborah, for the sake of time, can you just do the other part of the presentation? Continue on, please.
Hold on a second. Okay. Can you see the screen now?
No.
Okay. Share. How about now?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed our introduction. As of today, our platform has over 350,000 downloads, 150,000 registered users and visitors, and over 140,000 cannabis plants registered. These are some of the screens, including medical and recreational reviews. We have been downloaded all over the world, including some unlikely places like Iran and Saudi Arabia. However, our forte, as you can see here, is Latin America, where we are heavily present in 7 countries: Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Chile, Colombia, Peru, and Mexico, and where we have strategic partnerships with clinics and research institutes. The problem is that these markets are not yet regulated and monetization is quite impossible. We have great traction, all 100% organic, and this taking into account that we are in unregulated markets with no marketing program, except for cannabis cups where Bud Buds was used to compute the votes. From all the markets we researched, we have identified the state of Colorado as the ideal place to launch Bud Buds in North America. This is a picture of revenues generated in that state between 2014 and 2019. And that is why now, after proof of concept, it's time for us to launch in Colorado. This is how we expect to monetize. Starting here with seed banks. Seed banks are interested in tagging their seeds and following them until the final user to get feedback regarding the quality of their seeds. For this service, they will pay us a fee. Each strain from the same seed bank will be given a single QR code allowing its traceability. Next, when receiving the seeds here, the grower will scan the QR code and will generate a second QR code linked to the first one. This will allow the grower to input all the information regarding each plant or each group of plants, if from the same origin and strain. He will then have and keep the exact recipe of how he arrived at the final product. At all phases of cultivation, the grower will receive just-in-time advertising, time for the phase of the cultivation that that plant is in. It is 100% target advertising, as you can see from these examples. It is a marketplace for suppliers. Going back, the grower will sell its products to either a processor that will produce oils, creams, edibles, or to a dispensary with the third linked QR code. This third QR code, when scanned, will function more as a label, providing the end user with all the information regarding the product, and will be used for the end user to input the review. In order to incentivize the end user to enter a comprehensive technical review, the grower will offer a 4% discount, seen here, down the chain. At the time of the review, the platform will generate a 2% discount coupon for the end user for his next purchase. The review will be available to the grower and all the participants of the chain of production. And when the coupon is redeemed, it will generate a 2% commission to us. Hundreds of end users' reviews of the same plant or strain will generate a value, a history, and quality control so lacking today. We also generate data reports here with information that today we already have that no one has, which could benefit the entire chain. Reports such as this that can be tailored to any of the participants from seed to user.
Deborah, you have 5 minutes left, so you want to kind of wrap it up in the next 30 seconds or so? Yep, perfect.
Yeah, we are looking for $400,000 to enter the US market, specifically in Colorado, against 8% equity in the company. We expect to apply the funds as described here, and our estimate returns are here. We are looking for a strategic partner also that understands the market to help our company take off in North America. This is our team. We have many years in business management experience. We're
Deborah,
all investors.
Deborah,
Yeah.
let's hold it off there. So because we have less than 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Let's
We
just
are
do it
all
for Q&A.
investors, and we are open to questions. That's all.
Great. All right. Which investor judge has the first question for them? I'm trying to see my screen. Terry, do you have a question at all? Terry, I'm gonna have you go. Terry, I'm gonna have you go first. John, you go second. Adam, you go third. So Terry, you have the floor right now.
Yes, I just want to argue, in any states in the United States currently, or is Colorado the first one you're trying to break into?
Yes.
Colorado is the first you're trying to break into?
Yes. We did a little research. I mean, we did a lot of research, and I think for us, the way the platform operates, I think Colorado would be a good place to start. And after that, California and other regulated states.
I just see the problem's going to be back at the growers for the labor intense for tracking all of this, because there's already so many steps involved. So that might be a challenge unless there's some way you can figure out a way to have an API into some of the systems they're using now to track plants, like a metric system in whatever state you're working in.
Actually, they track compliance. They track for compliance, and they track also for quantity proposed. We track for quality proposed, and we can merge
in addition to quantity and all that, we do the compliance also for the qualitative compliance.
And we can merge with them the platform, so we can use the same QR code or the same barcode they use in order to follow all the experience she just demonstrated.
All right, excellent. John, you're next if you're a question.
Yes, Deborah, you mentioned that you're seeking $400,000 for 8%, which by my calculation would be a $5 million valuation. How did you derive that?
We actually, this is what our friends and family and others are paying right now. So we raised like 350,000 so far. Obviously, in the beginning, it was not that kind of valuation, but now it is. And actually, 2 years ago, we were being pitched by an American company, actually located in Colorado. And their estimate was they wanted to pay us more than this. They wanted to give us, I think, 7 or 8 million. But the deal fell through for other reasons at the end.
All right, excellent. Thank you for sharing that. Adam, what is your question?
I wanted to follow up on Terry's comment just a minute ago. My friend here as a chair. Deborah, metric is really important in Arizona, in all states, or in many states here in the United States. The information that you're trying to collect, I know you're trying to correct on quality, not quantity. But both. Okay, I understand. But you really should look into metric and make sure that as the grower can walk through those same steps that they have to do and required for metric, that it can also work for you. So it's more of a general comment from your development perspective, but I wouldn't really come to market here in the US unless you had that synced up.
Great question. And then Kevin has I think we have moved on for maybe 1 or 2 more. Kevin?
I just want to say something. It's not that we are not in the States. We have many downloads in the US, but it's nothing impressive still, because we haven't put any effort in marketing or anything.
All right, so Kevin's going to be the last question. Kevin, I'll let you ask a question, and then Deborah, you'll have 30 seconds to respond.
My main question here is, what's the critical user mass necessary for you to generate actionable empirical data on this stuff? And then just a slight comment regarding the video that you presented. I find that having an actual human do the voiceover instead of that text to voice kind of syntax, that kind of loses people sometimes. So maybe look into just hiring someone to do that voiceover for you.
Yeah, I actually, we were trying to see who had the best accent in English to do it. And then I decided that it was the machine.
Sure. Might be something to look into in the future though.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Regarding the critical user mass, what's the critical user mass to generate empirical data that's actually actionable?
2,000 growers is enough to generate enough information to get all the spectrum of the market. It's the same spectrum that you use. Imagine this, I live in Brazil. To have an idea of who will be the next president, we have 2,000 million people in Brazil. You have to interview 2,000 people, and you're gonna have a spectrum of what 2 million people are thinking about it. So with 2,000 guys, we have more than 70,000 growers registered in the platform today, from Mexico to Patagonia. So we have a lot
today we can tell you which lamp is the most used, what is the best selling fertilizer, what is, I mean, in Latin America,
Deborah and
we have
Sergio, I'm sorry. I appreciate the presentation. I like the questions. Please make sure you check the chat panel, because there were a few more questions in there. Please make sure you put your information in the chat panel as well too. Make sure it says all panelists and attendees. Once again, to all our participants, if you go to investorhotseat.com, all the information is there.